Hi guys. So we're going live like 2 minutes early because you guys are cracking me up. You guys are seriously like some of the kits sold before I even went live, and they've literally only been in the Etsy shop for less than 2 minutes. So, whoa, people, whoa. I'm not complaining, but oh my gosh, you guys are fast. Pretty awesome. So hi everybody. Hi my live wires. How we doing today? So good to see you. Hey, Miss Katie. How you doing? Tony said, just place my order. I saw some of those orders go through and I was like, wait, what? Hang on a second. I literally just pushed publish on those. That's so funny. Hi, Karen. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Angie. You guys, it's Friday. Hooray! We made it through the week. I made it through a week that involved a dentist appointment. Yay for me! I survived. So excited to have made it out the other side of that. Not that I really thought that I wouldn't, but you know how going to the dentist is. Or better yet, not going to the dentist, but like any of those things that you're just like anxious about. Like for me, it's going to the dentist. I would rather stand in line at the DMV than go to the dentist. And that's saying a lot. Hi from Omaha. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Penelope. Hi, Jan. Selena. You guys all have the most amazing names. Like, who are your parents? Are they famous people? You all have great names. Beautiful, beautiful. Hi from Arizona. Hi, Susie. All right, so yesterday, freezing Boulder, Colorado, says Ruth. Ruth, I would take it. I want snow. I want cold. I don't want the spring to get here yet. Hey, Rosanna, I hope you're feeling better, my friend. And if you're not, I hope you're still hanging in there. We are wishing you a speedy recovery. So what was I going to say? Oh, I remember. So yesterday I told you guys about somebody who left me a really snarky comment over on my YouTube. Like, you know, because the videos here, like we do Facebook Live here and then they get transferred, thanks to Joan, over to the YouTube channel. And Sylvia, you crack me up. I told you that somebody had left me kind of a little snarky comment about me blathering on and talking. And so I had actually responded to that person and said something snarky right back because they deserved it. And I'm only human, right? But in case you went to go snoop that out to see, I have since deleted it just in case, like, the dream company that comes along and offers me a dream job, just in case, you know, because I don't want them to see it and be like, oh, she has a bite to her. So I removed it. The professional in me took over. Actually, Joan did the thinking for me. Joan was like, you know what? You might want to take that off of there. So I did. And actually, I feel better about myself, you know. I don't have to stoop to their level. But that being said, I wanted to mention something while everybody is still kind of coming in. So that being said, every single day, and this is not an exaggeration by any means, but every single day I get a message through Facebook Messenger. I get a message through my Etsy shop. I get a message through email from you guys telling me how much you enjoy what we do, how much you appreciate, you know, my blathering and my chit chat and the way that we connect with each other, and the community that I'm trying to build. And you just let me know how much you appreciate me and what I do. And I wanted to say to you that I appreciate that in ways. I always try to respond to every single one of those messages that I get, because it's really important for you guys to know that as much as you guys love and appreciate me, I cannot even begin to express to you how much you guys mean to me and how much those little words of appreciation that you send to me mean. Believe it or not, my personal life is a hot mess. I won't bore you with all of that. But you guys are, when I say you are the bright spot of my day and the bright spot of my week, I truly, truly mean that in the most deep, loving way ever. You guys help me through my crummy life. And if I can be part of helping you go through something, that means everything to me. So if I don't say it enough, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Your support means everything to me. Absolutely everything to me. So even if somebody leaves me a snarky comment on YouTube, I have to remind myself that for every snarky comment, there are 50 of you who are happy to spend an hour with me, you know, a couple of days a week. So that's all. That's all I wanted to say. I love you. All right. So getting off of that, because I'll get a little, I'm an emotional creature, you guys. I'll get a little verklempt. I get the vapors. So, I won't dwell on that too much because I get a little teary when I think about, you know, how much we've grown together, right? And how much I love you guys. Okay, moving on, because I really will just carry on forever and gush and cry and all of those things. Anyway, some of you have already discovered that there are, kits available. Can you believe it? In the shop right now. Okay, everybody hold on. Let me explain what's there. First of all, the turquoise earrings from, I don't think it was last week, but week before last, I believe, the heart earrings, the turquoise hearts with the little check glass beads. Those have been restocked. I don't know how many times I can restock those, but I'm going to do my best because you guys love those and I don't blame you. They are awesome. But I wanted to tell you that the check glass beads, the small ones, the 4mm beads that you get with it may vary. Okay. And that's just because I get my check glass beads in small quantities, so it's really hard for me to match the exact colors, but I promise you're not going to be disappointed with the colors that you get. Once you create the earring and you hang it all together, it looks beautiful. So just know the colors might not be exactly what they are in the picture. As far as the heart itself, it is exactly that heart, okay? So you know that is there. If you missed them the first time around, those have been restocked. They are there. We are your therapist. You are my therapist. You guys are my dogs and my kids. Like, I couldn't do life without you guys, my dogs, and my kids. Now, there are also 3 other kits that are available in the shop. And you know what that means? It's Feel Good Friday. And we're going to put those together. So I've got 3 kits. I've got 2 pendants and 1 pair of earrings. And easy peasy pumpkin squeezy, because it's Feel Good Friday. They're going to be easy to do. You know, super fun, right? So that's what we're doing today. Somebody says, oh God, she had kits. Who was that? Was that Donna? Hold on. I gotta scroll back. It was Donna. I do have kits. I do. And last time I had kits, they sold out before we even got through the first one. And I'm not telling you not to do that, because I mean, come on, girl's got to keep her lights on, and she's got to, you know, continue to enable her bead shopping habit. But yeah, so I'm gonna put these together. We're gonna do the 2 necklaces first, and we'll do the earrings last. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Let's do the earrings first because they're the easiest. We'll do the earrings first, and then we'll do the 2 necklaces, and then we'll call it a day. It's going to be quick and easy. Feel Good Friday. Even if you can't buy the kits, that's okay, because at least I will have inspired you to use things in your own stash to use in a creative way, right? All right, let's get to it. Yay! All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let us get started. I need to dust so bad. Like, I can't even see you guys. The dust is so thick here on my screen. All right. So let me wipe this off a second. All right. I apologize for that. Okay. So the earrings are first, and they are easy peasy, but gosh, they're so pretty. So you guys remember when we did the heart earrings, I had some of these that were, that were red Swarovski with some vintage check glass. These are blue Swarovski. So in the kit, you'll get 4 of the 4mm blue and 2 of the 6mm blue. And they're so pretty. I wish everything would brighten up a little bit so you could see. There we go. Now we're moving and shaking. So look at that blue. Is that not gorgeous? Like, yes, please. So there's a technical term for whatever this blue color is. I don't know what it is. I just know it's pretty. And so I found some more of the little frames, and these have little hearts on them as well. Super cutie patootie. So I thought we would put some of these together, and then there are some of these in the shop. So what you'll get is everything you see right here, all of the pieces that you need. Okay, so you just take your little 6mm and you pop it right into the frame, and then you use your head pin. There's a hole in the bottom of the frame, then you go through the bead, and then you come out the top hole of the frame, right? Okay, and then you're just going to drop 2 of the little 4mm bicones on there. You can't tell me that's not the most gorgeous thing ever, ever, ever. I'm just really feeling that blue. Let's do the other one too. We'll do them both at the same time. So head pin goes through the bottom of the frame, through the bicone, and then through the top of the frame. Okay. And then you're just going to drop 2 little bicones right down on top. Okay, so now we're just going to use our pliers, and we're going to create wrapped loops on the top of these. But before I do the wrapped loop, or before I do the wrap part, I've got these little pieces of chain, and you don't have to use the chain if you don't want to. I just really like to have them kind of dangly, so that's what I'm going to use, and you'll get them in the kit. You don't have to use the chain, but all right, so chain nose pliers to make a bend. Okay, we've got our space. I'm going to come in with the round nose pliers, taking the wire up and over the top of the round nose pliers. I'm going to roll the pliers out of the way and take the wire over to the other side. Okay, now before I start wrapping, I'm going to take one of those little pieces of chain, and I'm going to thread it, pop it into place. Okay, and now I'm going to use my bent chain nose pliers to hold onto that loop. Okay, so kind of holding it that direction, and then I'll use my other pair of pliers to do the wire wraps. And you've got room for about 3 wire wraps. Okay, and then we're going to come in with a cutter tool, trim off. Okay, and then I'm just going to open the ear wire. Look at the ear wires. They have hearts on them. Shut the front door. You guys, I used to just not be a hearts person at all, and I'm still not completely sold on hearts, but they just keep coming into my life. So I'm like, okay, I accept that hearts are cute. I accept it. I accept it. So how cute is that, right? You don't have to use a chain if you don't want them to be extra dangly. Save the chain for something else, but come on, that's super, super pretty. So sparkly. Let's do the other one. Okay, so bending our wire, round nose pliers coming in. A friend of mine was like, why on earth are you making kits with Swarovski in them? You need to be saving that stuff and hoarding it because it's all going to be gone. And here are my thoughts on that. Yes, there are some pieces of Swarovski that I have that I'm absolutely hoarding, but I'm all about sharing. And honestly, I'm never going to be able to use all of the beads that I have. Like, it would take 2 lifetimes to use all of the beads in my stash, not just the Swarovski, but everything. And why not? You know, why not share? This is a beautiful color. I know you guys will like it because I like it, right? It's gorgeous. You can't go wrong. So, all right, going to trim that off. Okay, and if you see like you've got a little end here that you need to tuck, go ahead and tuck that in. Sometimes you can cut close enough that you don't need to, but every once in a while you might have a little end that's sticking out there. All right, and we're just going to add our ear wire. I know I'm not the only one. Danielle says, same here. So many beads, right? So many beads. So many beads and just not enough time. All right, so there we go. Easy peasy, but so cute. And you've got a lot of little things going on here, right? You've got your little heart accents on the ear wires, which is super, super cute. You've got these gorgeous blue Swarovski, but then you also have your little hearts around here, right? You've got 6 little hearts. So, you know, you don't have to do red for Valentine's Day, and hearts can be worn whenever you want, right? Suzanne says she can't find the shop. So Suzanne, if you'll go to the shop and type in 13 Crows in the search bar, it should come up. You'll see it. And actually, Joan has a link here that is pinned. Sometimes the links that are pinned work and sometimes they don't, and it is not because of Joan, it's because of Facebook. I don't understand why. But, you know, when it comes to Facebook, we just kind of get what we get and we don't pitch a fit because at least we have it, right? All right, so there are those. Super, super cute. Love those, love those. Those are in the shop. These are super duper affordable. If you want to grab some, go right ahead. If you don't want to, then hey, that's cool too. You can use stuff from your own stash maybe to make something similar if you want to. All right, so next up is a little kit that I put together that more hearts, okay? Everything is heart related. Everything is heart related. So we've got these pendants that are hearts with wings, which I just thought were so, so special. And so there's that guy, okay? And then we've got this really, really beautiful, this color. So I dipped into my own favorite things for this one because some of you know I kind of hoard this color. I have a whole like bucket of this kind of apricot orangey creamsicle-y. Yeah, that was what this was in. So one of those guys, and then we're going to top that off, or actually maybe we'll do it this direction. I don't think it matters, but a big hunkin' freshwater pearl, right? And then a little copper bead to go on the top here. And it's going to come with chain. So my favorite is to have this on the copper chain. Everybody gets 20 inches of chain. So you need to specify if you want the copper chain or the silver chain. Okay. So there are 2 different chain options. I'm partial to the copper mixed with the silver. I just feel like it's really cool. I have a knot in this one. I don't really understand why. And then there are 2 other little things I'm going to show you. I don't understand why I have a knot. I got to put this together. All right. So there's the chain that it's going to hang on. Okay. And then we have another one of the little beads from my stash of favorite things. Okay. So that little guy, we're going to hang these in the front. And then these little carnelian gemstone wire wrapped doot doots. I said doot doots the other day. It was yesterday, I think, and somebody was like, I love that technical term. I'm like, yes, it is. So the little carnelian gemstones, these were pre-wire wrapped, okay? So I didn't wire wrap these myself. They just came this way, but it absolutely is a little gemstone. If for some reason you don't like the wire wrapping that's on there, you can take it off. I've taken it off of a couple of them and then wrapped them myself. So if you don't like the wire wrap that's on them, you definitely can alter that. You're also going to get a jump ring and a head pin. So here's the thing, okay? You do not get a piece of wire. You're going to have to use your own piece of wire from your stash. Just a small, like 4-inch piece of 22 gauge wire is all you're going to need, okay? So just remember that part doesn't come. You get all the other stuff, but you got to do the wire wrap part yourself, okay? So let's put this guy together because it's so pretty put together. Okay, so we're going to take a piece of 22 gauge wire. You can use 20 if you're more comfortable with that, okay? We're going to give it a bend. Okay, so we're just getting ready to do our wire wrap. Okay, I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers. I'm going to come back just a little bit. I normally work way up here and make really small loops. This one, I need it to be a little bit bigger because we need to clear the loop that's on our heart. So up and over, roll the pliers and take the wire over to the other side. Okay. Now, before we do the wraps, I do want to slide on our heart, pop those 2 together. Okay. So definitely make sure that your loop is big enough, right? Okay. I'm going to grab the loop with my bent chain nose pliers And then I'm going to wire wrap. And I'm going to actually do like the little platform wire wrap that we do. Sometimes it's more like a spiral than like a up and down kind of wire wrap. So you can see like I'm just creating a little platform for my bead. Okay. You don't have to do it that way, but you can. I'm going to come in and trim off the tail. Okay. Now I've got a little platform here for my bead to sit on. I'm going to drop down my freshwater pearl. See how pretty that sits right on top of that? Okay. And then I'm going to drop down my glass crystal bead. Okay. And then I'm going to pop on the little copper bead just to kind of bring that copper color in, right? Angela says they're sold out already. Are you kidding me? Whoa, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's totally unexpected. All right. So I'm going to do another wrapped loop up here at the top. Okay. So I do want this wrapped loop to be a little big too, because it's got to go over the chain, right? And you can make this one messy or whatever you want it to be, right? I'm making mine a little messy. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to trim that off. Now, if you wanted to, you could just leave it just like this and go ahead and string it onto your piece of chain if you want. But I have to be extra with everything that I do. So you know I have to add little dangles to this. So I'm going to pop on this little guy. Love him so much. Know that when you're getting these, like I love these little beads. I wished them all a safe journey, okay? Because I love them that much. Like, I'm such a weirdo, I know, but they did come out of my bucket, and I love them, so. All right, I'm going to do a wrapped loop on the top of this guy, okay? Up and over. And we're going to wind this one up. Okay, so we got a little wire wrapped loop on that guy. What is this piece of string that keeps a little pink piece of string? All right, so I'm going to trim that off. And again, tuck your end if you've got a little end. It's hard with the small beads because sometimes you can't get in there close enough, right? All right, so there's that guy. Now I'm going to take a 6mm jump ring here. I'm going to thread on my little gemstone drop, and I'm going to thread on this cute little baby bead. And then I want to hang those from that loop that we made right in front of our heart. Okay. So it's going to sit just like that. Super easy, right? Super, super easy, but oh my gosh, super cute. So thread this on, and guys, you also get the jump rings and a clasp to finish off your chain. But how cute is that? Like, that was so simple and so easy. You guys, I know you've got similar stuff in your supplies, right? It's Feel Good Friday. Doesn't have to be hard, but the results are so good. Grab a couple of your favorite beads and stack them up. Find yourself a pendant that you haven't used that's just been kind of sitting around and you don't know what to do with it. You don't have to make a big elaborate piece, right? Not at all. Things don't have to be elaborate to be just super cutie patootie, and that's exactly what I consider this. Like the silver, antique silver, and the copper mixed together, the carnelian kind of brings it all together. It just makes sense. So I thought it was super, super cute. I hope you enjoy it too. I really like it. I'll show it to you on the bust here at the end so you can see it, but so easy, right? Just stack up some of your favorite beads. Love it, love it, love it. All right, now last but not least, we have one more heart little situation here, if you will. Okay, so we've got these antique brass hearts with the wings. I don't know what it is. I don't know how. I ended up with lots of hearts and hearts with wings, but there's that guy, okay? We're going to top him with a Swarovski bead, a blue Swarovski. So blue Swarovski is the name of the game with this one. So you're actually getting 3 of these Swarovski beads with this one. These are kind of hard to find. This is like a polygon drop. And I had a few of these in my stash, so I thought that I would include them. But we're going to stack this guy on top, okay? We're going to put a little daisy spacer. And then we're going to put our little blue bicone up there on the top of that, right? And then from the back, we're going to take a couple of pieces of chain here to hang something down. Okay, so I've got 3 pieces of chain. I'll show you how we're going to do those in just a minute. So there are 3 pieces of chain. We're going to hang one of our little Swarovski drops. I've got these check glass vintage barrel beads. They have that AB finish. So we're going to hang one of those, and then I have these little check glass AB finished rondelles. We're going to do those too, okay? And then you get a twisted jump ring for the top, and then these jump rings, I'll show you what you need to do with these guys, and 2 head pins. So you have to have your own chain to make a necklace out of this. So it's just for the pendant. The only other thing is that you're going to have your own piece of wire. Again, just like I mentioned. Guys, I have a lot of beadle-on wire because I work as a beadle-on designer. But I cannot, in good faith, cut wire from my beadle-on stash and include it in kits. So I hope you guys can understand that. Like, beadle-on gives me wire to use for projects and, you know, for things, but I can't then turn around and sell it to you guys. Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of times you're not going to get like the pieces of the wire just out of respect for beadle-on. I don't want them to think that they're like supplying me with free stuff to put in kits. Okay. So I just want to like make that clear and upfront when it comes to kits. Most of the time, the wire I won't include, but everything else just comes from my own personal stuff, right? So there's no real conflicts there, but I just want to be completely transparent, not just for you guys, but for beadle-on as well, just so that everybody understands that we're on the same page, okay? Okay, so let's put this together, okay? I've got a piece of 22 gauge. I'm using German style wire again, and I'm using the antique brass color, but I gotta tell you, I put this exact same thing together in silver, and it looks really beautiful with silver too. So anywhere there's antique brass, if you wanted to switch it for silver, it still looks really good with the pendant. And of course the silver looks beautiful with the beads. So just so you know. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take our piece of wire. We're gonna start our little bend here, okay? And I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers up and over, roll the pliers, take the wire over to the other side. And again, before I do the wraps, I want to attach this to our pendant here. And I will tell you ahead of time, because this has wings on it, it is a little tricky to like get in there with your pliers. It's not hard. It's just like, it's kind of awkward to be working like around your wings here. All right. So same thing. You can do just like a regular wire wrap if you want to. You can do the little spiral thing, the little platform. I'm going to try to do that, but I guess it's kind of hard to get in there. This may just end up being a messy wrap instead. Because like I'm trying to work around the wings here. Yeah, it's more like just a messy wrap. That's okay. We're not mad at it, right? We don't care. It's going to look good no matter what. All right, so trimming the end off of that guy. All right, now we're ready to add our beads. So I'm going to stack on our Swarovski crystal. Okay, I'm going to stack on our daisy spacer and our little 4mm little baby bead. Okay, and I'm going to do a wrap loop on the top just to secure all of this. Okay, so chain nose pliers coming in. Okay, up and over. Keep the wire over. And then a wire wrap. Oh, golly. Okay. So there's that. I'm going to come in and trim off. Guys, this was the most expensive kit out of all of them, and it's because it has all this Swarovski in it. So, just so you know, like, I'm not like trying to like, I'm not trying to eat your wallet by any means. This one just has, it has quite a bit of Swarovski in it. So that's kind of where my brain was with that. So I'm going to use the twisted jump ring up here on the top. That's going to be my connection for when I put it on a piece of chain. I have a piece of chain here and that I'm going to use, but again, there's not any chain in the actual kit. So you kind of are on your own with that part, but I know you can handle it. All right, so let's go ahead and get these ready and then we will attach them. So the polygon drop that we have here, I'm going to open it. I'm going to open up a jump ring. If you want to wire wrap this guy, you can. I just want to warn you that because it's Swarovski is very soft. Okay. So if you're going to wire wrap this one, please be extra, extra careful because it's really easy to break the top off of this guy. So that's why I'm just going to use a jump ring. Okay. I feel like that's probably the safest way to use this guy. I'm just going to go ahead and attach my chain too while I'm at it before I close the jump ring. Okay. Just be careful with those little guys. Any of your Swarovski that comes up to a point like that, where it's a really fine point, you got to be careful. Got to be really, really careful because it's softer than glass. So yeah, you gotta watch it with those. All right, now we can be a little bit rougher. I mean, we don't want to be super rough, but we can. These German style beads, I'm sorry, not German style beads. Oh my gosh, Czech glass beads. They can take a little bit more roughness. So we're just going to do a wrapped loop. Up and over. Roll that out of the way. Before we wire wrap though, I do want to go ahead and attach it to piece of chain. Actually, I think I wanted my Swarovski to be in the middle. Okay, I'm going to need to swap that out. But the pieces of chain, you guys, are 3 different lengths, by the way. And I just want the Swarovski to hang in the center, so I want it to be a little bit longer. But it's up to you. All right, so going on around. So guys, I was talking to my friend Marianne before the live today, and we were talking about the lives for the Michaels virtual classes that I do and how serious they are. And guys, we've got to start injecting some fun into those, right? I mean, they are so serious. And you guys know how hard it is for me to be serious. I'm not supposed to interact with you guys very much, and it makes it very, very difficult. And I'm trying to be super serious and professional, but we gotta figure out a way to lighten it up and let the Michaels people know that, like, we are a fun community. There's nothing wrong with a little fun and personality, right? So I don't have a Michaels class this week, but I do next week. So stay tuned. On the 20th is my next virtual class for Michaels. And I won't let it go by without reminding you again. Are the Michaels classes still on Zoom? They are. As far as I know, they still are. All right. So another wrapped loop here, going up and over, and they're so serious, which I know it's because they transferred the videos over to the YouTube channel for Michaels, and it's difficult for a viewer who was not part of the live to understand the context of the conversations that happen during the live. I get it. I totally get it. But gosh, it's hard to be so serious. You guys, that makes me really uncomfortable to be so serious. All right, so I'm going to come in trim this off. We have to ease them into it, right? We have to ease them into our form of good times. Okay, so we've got all this ready. Now, how are we going to attach this? We're going to attach it on the back. So we're going to flip this guy over, okay? And we're going to open up a 6mm jump ring. And then we're just going to thread these on to our jump ring. Whoops. Maybe. There we go. Okay, so there's one. There's the other. And here is this guy. All right, now before we close this jump ring, we're going to attach it to our wrapped loop. Okay. So now when we turn it over to the front, those guys are coming out the back. See how pretty that is? You can't tell me you don't have beads in your stash that you can't do this with. You totally can. If you don't get the kit, you can totally do this with stuff you've got. I just like being able to hang dangles to things, right? I like that. I love movement. I got to have the dangles like in the front of this guy, and then we've got them coming out the back of this guy. Like, that's just fun. I think those are very kind of classic Sara Ellis, if there is such a thing, to have like dangles and movement and shiny sparkly things, right? I just can't help myself. So maybe you're not into that. Maybe you just want this part and you can use these parts for something else, right? You don't have to go exactly the way I go. There's so many different things you can do with this, right? You could get 2 of these and make rocking earrings out of them. Just saying. But yeah. So I'm going to thread mine on a piece of chain so we can look at it on the bust here in just a second. And I'm going to turn you guys around. Quick and easy, Feel Good Friday, right? I don't keep you around for long, but I give you something fun to ponder on over the weekend if you need more inspiration, right? All right, guys, I'm going to turn you around. Love dangles. Me too. Gotta have dangles in my life. All right, so I'll show you the earrings first. They are super fabulous. Dangles and wiggles. That's what we are all about. Live wires are all about the dangles and the wiggles, and that is weird. How pretty is that? Oh, I love these. I love these. Gotta have a little dangle. You do. Gotta. You're welcome, Fran. Yay, Beverly says, got some great ideas from this live. That's my goal. That's my goal. All right, so I don't know if these are sold out or not. They probably are. I don't know. You guys are crazy. Crazy like a fox. Super, super fast. Those are super cute. So yeah, those were in the shop. They were. I don't know if they still are or not, but love those. All right, now I'll show you guys these necklaces. So with this one, you're definitely going to get the chain to go with it. You had a choice of silver chain or copper chain. I'm partial to the copper, but not everybody is. I feel like that was like super, super cute. Yeah, love that. Got your little carnelian gemstone, your little baby bead, got a freshwater pearl, right? Easy, but super cute. Like, that's a great layering piece, right? If you make it nice and long. So the chain piece you're going to get is a 20-inch piece of chain, which is kind of medium-sized chain. So if you wanted to switch it out with one of your own chains and make it even longer, you absolutely could. But even like with the blue, you could hang things from the back of this guy, right? To be coming down the bottom as well if you wanted even more dangles with it. So there's that one. And then last but not least is the one that we just did. So fun. And there's that one, right? Just fun and different, and, you know, using those Swarovski crystals. Guys, if you have Swarovski crystals that you are holding on to for dear life because you feel like we're never gonna have anything Swarovski again, make a piece of jewelry for yourself, right? And it doesn't have to be hard and elaborate. Like, this was just a couple of wire wraps, right? And a piece of chain. Like, The results are good. It's good. It's so good. Oh, I haven't said that in a while. It's so good. You don't have to make elaborate pieces to show off your very favorite beads, right? I've said that a lot, and I've said it a million times that, you know, your simple pieces do not have to be a representation of every skill that you've ever learned in your lifetime. Give yourself a break. It's all good. It's all good. Beautiful jewelry does not have to be hard, and that is what Feel Good Friday is all about. So, yeah. All right, so we're at the end of the week. We're at the end of our Feel Good Friday, guys. I will get these orders packaged up on Sunday. They will all ship on Monday. I don't know what's left. I'm going to have to go take a look, but I'm going to do my best to try to keep making fun little things for you guys. I don't know that every Friday we'll have a kit, but every Friday will definitely be Feel Good Friday because we need a little, just a little brain candy. Not super hard stuff to end our week on. So thank you. You're the best. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. You can catch me at 4 p.m. over on the Jewel Loom site if you want to see. We made a bracelet last week. We're going to take that off of the loom. I'm going to show you how to finish it off. If not, I will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a great Valentine's Day. Hug your gal pals, virtually, of course, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye, guys.